Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sports Floor. I'm your host with the most, Jersey Joe. Back in a little bit of a different studio. I kind of like this one. It gives you a much better angle of the jersey. You could see the front of it. You could see the sides. It just really lets you see the whole force. But I was about finished with Soccer Showdown, and I saw this news item, and I just said I had to come on the air and talk about it a little bit. Now, since the summer, and if you follow me on Twitter, you know how big of a Cleveland Cavalier fanatic I am, how big of a LeBron James fanatic I am. So all summer, I was just waiting to see what was going to happen with Ray Allen. We kind of had reports at some point in late August that perhaps he was set to join. He was going to choose in the coming days, but it is currently March 4th, 2015, and we finally have an answer. Ray Allen, 39 years old, will not play this NBA season. He said he wants to spend time with his family, and he'll reassess his situation around the summertime to determine if he'll play next season, and I'm okay with it. I really am. I mean, Ray Allen has been a pro's pro throughout his whole career, and I really don't know. I mean, look, if he was going to play, he would play for an instant contender. It's just the way it is. You would think that he would lean towards the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. He would just kind of gravitate to wherever LeBron is, rightfully so. Who wouldn't want to play with LeBron? I mean, he's not going to have that big of a role. Really just would need his shooting, and I think at this point, I don't know. I felt in the summertime Cleveland still would have very much needed his presence, not just from what he would be able to do from an offensive standpoint, but just from a veteran standpoint, because Ray Allen is a guy who's won 2 NBA championships. He's lost in the NBA Finals. He's a guy who's done time and time again. He's been a pro. He's done it the right way. His mentality has always been good. A guy who's always been committed to winning and doing things the right way. I think for what's essentially a very young unit, it would have been very important for Cleveland. But I think right now you just see what they have works. We just see it all is meshing so well. LeBron is the definitive leader for this team. The guys like him and Kyrie Irving are now Batman and Robin. They are getting along extremely well. I think they have a bond together. They understand that they are the dynamic duo, and this team, everything that they do is because of what they're able to do and what they allow to happen on the floor. Kyrie Irving, his presence, he's making an impact in all phases of the game. We've watched for LeBron his whole career. He dominates in every phase of the game. So we just see right now that Cleveland has it figured out. I think Cleveland has been battle-tested. They started off the season, and it was an immense struggle. They kind of figured things out. They were playing well. Then they went back to a tremendous slump. LeBron James had to stay out a little while to get healthy again. And we've just seen since about early January, around the 16th and the 19th, Cleveland has just been arguably the best team in the NBA. And right now, I think they know how they want to play, how they need to play, and how they win. If you haven't watched Cleveland in a while, I'm sure most people have, just watch them on defense. Watch the intensity they play with. Watch the way guys move to the ball. They are a different team. They have what it takes to get to an NBA Finals, I believe. I really believe. I didn't think so a little while ago, but I think right now, I just don't see anybody in the Eastern Conference who I think in a 7-game series could legitimately compete with them from what they can do on an offensive standpoint, from what they could do on a defensive standpoint. Now, the Hawks and the Cavaliers, I think right now, is the safest bet for the Eastern Conference Finals. I think most people are expecting that, and rightfully so. I do as well. But right now, I just don't know if anybody... There's a reason why in the NBA you need superstars. It's like in the NFL. There's a reason why the teams that are winning always have a quarterback. Because you can't win without a quarterback in the NFL. You can't win without superstars in the NBA. Look at the last NBA Finals and champions. What do they all have? Superstars. And that's one thing the Atlanta Hawks do not have. And we saw against Houston on Sunday, tremendous game between Cleveland and the Rockets. And that was a performance that was going to show me a lot about this Cavaliers team. Would it be close without Kyrie Irving? Kyrie Irving and LeBron James are the two gears that make this whole thing go. Kevin Love has been good. I think people have been a little unfair on him. He has had a tough adjustment period. But Kyrie and LeBron are the dynamic duo. They're 1 and 2, and then Kevin Love is a very good, solid third option. But right now, they know what they have to do to win. LeBron and the team played well in that Houston game. Now, it was all LeBron at some points, but the team did come back. Timothy Mozgov, you can't put into words how much he means to this team. He's a physical, tone-setting presence. He does a lot of great things for this team. But the thing that you like to see is when they come back. Last night against the Boston Celtics, just a dramatic win against the Boston Celtics. Now, the Celtics are not a very good team, but the thing you like to see was the balance. When Kyrie Irving is back in the lineup, the balance is there. Without Kyrie Irving, no balance. It's all LeBron. LeBron just doing too much, having to make incredibly difficult shots, which he was nailing impressively, but he's LeBron, so it's something we've come to expect. But Kyrie Irving is back in the lineup. Everybody's job gets a lot easier. Everybody is distributing evenly. Everybody's doing their job. It all gets easier. When Kyrie Irving is in the lineup, it is all in full effect. Now, I'm not going to ever take anything away from what LeBron James does. But I think for the first time maybe in LeBron's career, there is that other player who's just as valuable as he is. Without Kyrie Irving in this lineup, I really don't know how far. I mean, and we saw it for the first about 7-8 years of LeBron's career in Cleveland, absolutely carrying that team every aspect. He brought the worst roster in NBA history to the NBA Finals and lost to the San Antonio Spurs. But right now, it's different. LeBron's a little bit older. He's still the best player in the world, and it's not even close. But right now, Kyrie Irving is just as important as LeBron is, and just watching his development, Kyrie's playing the best basketball of his career, the best he's ever played. He's a defender. He's an elite defender now. He just affecting the game in all the key phases. His situational awareness is just on a different level. The Cleveland Cavaliers, it is very good. This started off as a Ray Allen talk about him not playing this season, and it ended up being a big Cleveland Cavalier talk. And I'm always up for talking a little bit of Cleveland Cavalier basketball. Always the most exciting thing you could possibly watch in the NBA. Cleveland Cavalier basketball, Golden State Warriors basketball. It is all very good stuff. But that will wrap it up for this segment. Everyone, thank you for listening. Soccer Showdown before this, a little segment here. A lot of fun. Thank you for listening, and I will be back in studio later.